February 18th, episode 29 of Experts Very Little. Welcome tonight. If you're joining us, we're going to recap the Super Bowls. We took last week off. It's actually a very needed week off. We're going to recap the Super Bowl just real quickly. We're going to talk about DeMarco Murray going to be the running backs coach for the Kansas City Chiefs. We're also going to talk about the Oklahoma Sooners replacements. Also, we're going to touch a little bit on which Olympic athlete is the most athletic. Which one's the greatest Olympic athlete? I mean, you're talking about gymnasts, you're talking about swimmers, you're talking about sprinters, you're talking about all over the place. Which one's really the most athletic? We're also going to hit on fantasy baseball. It's one of my loves. I love fantasy baseball. We're going to give a love. We're going to give a fade for each position. And then we're going to debate on which pitcher do you like better, or which one would you rather have, Pedro Martinez or Randy Johnson. Then finally, the last thing we're going to do, and it's going to be fantastic, we're going to do a Guess That Song game between Mo's Nose and Stoney, and it's going to be absolutely fantastic. Stick around. Let's watch.
Four or 5 years, I thought we were talking about the product that we put on the field this year that's looked like absolute trash for 5 years.
So carry on. Enjoy your regular season win. Go ahead and hang that banner
They didn't have that. You really think behaviors would get better without sports? You're out of your mind. They didn't have that.
No.
You know, one thing I forgot to mention that we're going to talk about is this absolutely enormous contract restructuring that Patrick Mahomes just got. My Lord, John, is he really worth that much money? I mean, I didn't see him win the Super Bowl this year. Did you?
No.
I didn't either.
Not even close.
Did they even make the playoffs? I couldn't remember.
I can tell you one thing they didn't do. They go undefeated in their division.
Did the highest paid player in the NFL make the playoffs? That's right, they didn't.
Oh,
that's Dak Prescott. How many playoff wins? How many playoff wins does Dak have? Oh.
Hey, while you're on,
hey,
I mean, better though. 30 years of misery, and we still have the most playoff wins in the history of the NFL. That's sad. 30 years of misery, nobody could still catch
you guys look like you have been this is 2 weeks coming. You guys are amped up and ready to go. I'm glad we took a break last week. Listen, you don't know kind of how taxing it is to be in the content creation niche until you're actually in the middle of it, and then you're like, golly, it's kind of a lot. So it's fun. It's a hobby for us. We do enjoy it, but it can be a lot. So I'm glad we took that break. And plus, life is just, there's a lot going on right now. So isn't that right, Mo's Nose?
Oh, yeah. Understatement for me. Understatement. It was well needed for me. That is, I will just tell you.
I'm gonna zoom out right here. I want to look at this this setup that John Stoney has. Look at this setup he's got going back there. First of all, is that a Luke Kuechly signed Carolina Panthers helmet? Man, welcome to the Hall of Fame, Mr. Kuechly.
Keep pounding, baby. Keep pounding.
Tracy, if you're watching, maybe one day you'll get John to let you know how much he spent on these helmets. So,
yeah, you know, it's just not fair, to be honest. I feel like she should get to go splurge a little bit.
Oh, yeah. She does. She splurges on her own stuff.
Yeah. You like this shirt I got? I found this. I really enjoy this shirt. Let's see which direction I can go here.
Success
is that
has
not,
enemies.
Is that not one of the truest statements ever?
Yes.
And
yes.
in this little endeavor we have too, we were always told, your biggest supporters will be Tracy actually told me this, will be complete strangers. And no offense to the ones who are, but I'm finding that to be true. A lot of people will just doubt you and say, "Why are you doing it? It's stupid." But there you go.
That was my biggest drawback to even trying to get somebody to do this with us.
Yeah. Who was you trying to get to do it with you?
Well, I'm just anybody, when
Yeah.
I was trying to come up with,
whether I mean Mosby we might have to create our own thing. Dang.
It was just one of those things where we've
dominant
talked about
duos, baby.
We talked about it, but hey, we were too, I don't know about y'all, but I was too worried about what everybody else thinks.
Oh, Mosby's been talking about it for a couple of years.
I've been talking about it for about 2-3 years, and then
I couldn't wrap my mind around just that exactly. Like you're putting yourself out there, and what if people think you're a fool? Today, I don't know if you saw on TikTok today, but there was a guy that posted after the Lou Gehrig thing, and he put wildly overrated for Lou Gehrig.
Oh yeah, I did.
And so I responded with a video and said, "Brother, you don't have to agree that he was better than Ruth. Ruth obviously had better numbers, but overrated Lou Gehrig." He then later comments and says, "I meant to say underrated." I'm like, okay. I was about to lose my mind.
So what he did was he went and he started looking into things and then realized that he might have opened his mouth a little too wide and a foot got stuck in it.
I was ready to go to war on that one. I was like, there's no way this guy just said Lou Gehrig is overrated. That's crazy.
Yeah, so I didn't understand that at all. That was a little crazy for me.
Well, we're going to get right to it. We do got a really good script today to follow. We haven't got to recap the Super Bowl, so we won't spend a ton of time on it, but we will talk about it here. So let's pull up the recap. And that was the recap of the Super Bowl, 29-13 Seahawks over the New England Patriots. It was flat out boring. Let's just put it like it is. It was boring.
For who?
Well, I think probably Seahawks are probably the only ones who enjoyed it.
That and
boring.
Attractive Super
Blues.
I mean, they're late. They're even after halftime. I thought, okay, maybe the Patriots can get within 8 points to make it to where there's a little bit of tension. They couldn't even do that. It was just gross. They had Drake May in an absolute. Listen, Campbell got his butt whipped, boy. Golly.
Yes, he did.
Man alive. Didn't even talk to the media.
I feel bad about the kid, or I feel sorry for the kid. I mean, really and truly.
Yeah.
But he got exposed real quick and in a hurry.
Holy cow. But you know what? We all predicted this. Although I was actually shocked on the pregame when I saw some of the announcers picking the Patriots. I was so shocked on that because I thought it was just such a sure cut. Everybody's going to pick the Seahawks situation. And then when some were picking the Patriots, I shook my head on that.
Yeah, I didn't understand it.
Yeah. So anyway, 29-13. I'm going to share this tab here, and we're going to go to our shared screen, and we're going to kind of look at the box score here. Sam Darnold, 1938, 202 yards with a touchdown. Kenneth Walker obviously was the showcase here. 27 carries, 135 yards. I mean, he was just unbelievable. And then not much on the receiving end either. Cup 61 yards, Barner 54. JSN got hurt there, so I mean he wasn't even a factor, and they still won.
Well, see, and that's the thing. When he went down, I was like, oh man, this could potentially allow the Patriots to be able to get back into it. They don't have the big playmaker. He's down. How long is he going to be out? And it really didn't even matter.
No, it didn't at all. Drake made 295, two touchdowns, but that doesn't tell the story. 2 picks. Drake May was their leading rusher. I mean, they even though they carried at 4.4 in average, they were behind. I mean, they just couldn't run the ball, fumble. Drake May is one of the worst fumbling quarterbacks I've ever seen. Unbelievable. That dude. How many sacks they have?
You
What was like
guys hear me
8?
good?
Talk again.
I'm having a lot of connection issues right now.
That's all right. Me and John are running with it here.
Yeah, we got it. You get your stuff fixed. We're good.
I'm trying to look at the sacks here. Fumbles.
So you had
6 sacks.
8. Yeah, 6 sacks.
Yeah.
I tell you what, and I said it early on. I was very happy for D-Law. Obviously, spending most of his time in Dallas. But for that defensive front to come out and do what they did was just absolutely impressive. And then I don't know if you saw the post-game interview with Jones, and they were talking about how he had 11 tackles. He mentioned 11 tackles.
Yeah, he didn't even
11
know
tackles. Who had 11 tackles? He's like, you did. He's like, what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, do you buy anything into the? And we knew this wouldn't happen, but should it have happened? Should Jason Meyer have got MVP for 5 field goals?
No.
No. I mean, obviously, if you don't have Kenneth Walker go off for 135,
That's my argument right there.
Yeah. If because Kenneth Walker was the offense. I mean, if you look at the stats on the offensive side of the ball for the Seahawks, Kenneth Walker was Mr. Consistent. They needed a play. They got it to him.
Didn't he have the second most rushing yards in a half? I think he had the second most rushing yards in a half in the Super Bowl history, I believe.
Yeah, he was.
It wouldn't surprise me none. That dude, I said it once Charbonnet went down and he started doing this. Holy moly! Now we knew he was talented, but my gosh.
Here's a question for you: does he stay?
No.
Well, they didn't franchise tag him. They didn't franchise tag him.
Where does he go?
There's
I don't know.
Telling.
Kansas
I can
City.
tell you where I'd like him to go, but it's one of those things where it seems like there might be a little bit of tension just from what I've read and what's come out the last couple of days between Seattle and Kenneth Walker. I'd like to see him stay. I think he deserves to stay. But I don't know.
Yeah. It was a boring game. Let's just put it like it is. I mean, New England didn't score their 13 points until the fourth quarter. I mean, it was a gross game. And as shocking as this is, I was rooting for the Patriots to come back so that it would be more exciting. I never would think I'd root for the Patriots, but
I did not want them close.
Yeah, I mean, Tom Brady's not there anymore, so I'm not so against the Patriots. But Seahawks are good, man. Are they the favorites going into next year?
Yeah, I mean, I would say
you kind of got to do it just to do it.
I would say they are. I mean, them or the Rams, I would say, is the runaway should be the favorites going into it. I mean, here's the crazy thing: the Rams got the 12th pick in the draft.
Man,
might have been the second best team in the NFL. They got the 12th pick in the draft, so it's like, we'll see what happens in free agency and stuff like that.
But,
who don't have 12?
They don't have the 12th pick.
Cowboys do.
Oh,
what pick do they have?
It's a top pick.
Yeah, it's top 15. Was it?
Well, I tell
13.
you what.
Sorry, 13. Sorry.
I was going to say 13 or 14.
One off. Sorry.
Okay, so they're the 13. So
say not 12. Yeah.
So you might as well say they have the 12 because Cowboys always pick people.
Yeah,
people in the draft.
Cowboys are going to pick someone dumb anyways, like they did a couple years ago, Mozzie Smith or whatever, Maxi Pad. I mean, but they got the 13th. They got the 13th and 29th pick. Don't get you started, John. Don't make us bring up receipts on your text messages when you were defending that pick and talking
exactly what I said.
Talking about being
they hadn't missed hardly at all with what they were picking. Now, hey, they swung and whiffed on that bum.
I believe my exact words when you responded. I said, John, you didn't even know who in the hell he was until tonight.
No, I didn't. But there wasn't very many guys on Micah Parsons' sack neither up until he got drafted.
Well, that will be when we get closer to the NFL draft. But, Football's over for how long? Was the next action besides the draft? Yeah,
August.
Man,
Yeah.
it's a long period. Now I do appreciate when football does end. That's whenever I get back into fantasy baseball. I will do that a little bit later, and so that's always fun. I kind of get back in the groove there, and then summer comes. But by about July, I'm ready for football to hey, let's start. We need to see those shoulder pads. You know what I mean? So it's about time at that point. So anyway, there was some big news here for the Kansas City Chiefs. DeMarco Murray leaves the University of Oklahoma to become the running backs coach for the Kansas City Chiefs, and he has been actually pursued by multiple people. He's been pursued by multiple college or universities and different pro teams. But this, when Andy Reid comes calling, you can't really set yourself up in a better situation to where it's a stable franchise. Plus, they're getting EB back.
Yep.
So there's a lot of growth potential there.
I think that's the whole reason why he went is okay, I get to learn from under Andy Reid and Eric B. So Eric B might be the best running backs coach in NFL. And then he's going to be the play caller. So I think everything I read, it was like the perfect timing for him because he's had job offers year in and year out. But
now, how do you feel about? Do you think that? Because the numbers kind of don't lie here. When you look at when you had EB and when you didn't, numbers have went down since he's left. Do you think there's something to that?
I think there is a lot to it. I don't think Matt Nagy is that good of a offensive coordinator. So I think Matt Nagy's a good quarterback coach, but being the one that installs the offense and stuff like that. But and then it's just injuries this year, injuries a couple of years. For those first so many years with Mahomes, we got lucky and didn't have no major injuries, stuff like that. Just simple things, some small things that you don't think a lot. Your left tackle's out for the whole year or something. Well, you ain't gonna sit in the pocket for 4 seconds. You're gonna try to get the ball out quicker and everything like that. They haven't had a big name receiver on the outside. Rice was that guy. Well, he tore his ACL and MCL and then was suspended for 6 games. Xavier Worthy tore his shoulder up, should be having surgery soon. He wasn't healthy all year. So it's been about 3 years. So should that all be put on blame on Matt Nagy? No, it's just the pieces around on the offense. It's just they haven't since EB left, they haven't had a full complement. Hey, we got the running backs to go with the quarterback to go with the receivers and stuff like that, and the O-line being healthy. So
yeah. Well, yeah, I think if I was a Chiefs fan, I would be excited to get him back, get Patrick healthy, and see what DeMarco can do. I'm not saying DeMarco's like a game-changing hire, but it's always nice to have that experience and those people who have been there, done that successfully in the program at any point. So,
well, it's easier to have a guy like a DeMarco Murray who has had the success on the college and the pro level, kind of help take a guy like Brashard Smith and bring him under his wings and kind of show him the ropes and kind of teach him the game. Because Smith, if I remember right, at SMU, he was a wide receiver up until the last year of his career. So he's still really learning the actual running back position, not only, just as a whole, but in the NFC world. So when you got a guy like DeMarco Murray, who's had the success to come in and step in and work under an Andy Reid and under Eric Bieniemy, and kind of take these young guys and say, hey, let's do this. I think if you do it this way or that way, whatever the case may be, they're going to listen because he has had the success on the NFL level. So, I think that's huge in that aspect.
Now, I've had mixed feelings about DeMarco at OU, not as a player, as a coach, because he's obviously able to recruit very well. He recruits. Taylor Tatum was the number 1 running back. He's recruited numerous guys who have been number 1 running backs, but it's kind of an odd situation because it seemed like when we get a hot hand in games, It was almost as if they didn't stick with that hot hand a lot of the time, and he would just flip flop running backs all the time. There would never be, you would never settle on a guy, and I don't know if I really like that. Of course, you don't know what's going on behind the scenes.
That's what I was going to say. Is that really him doing that though?
So here's my thing: we've had numerous running backs that have left us that have then went on and were extremely successful the next year, including Hollywood Smothers, who is now with Texas. He went to NC State, and then Texas gave him a big old NIL package. It's just odd. I don't know. I wish I knew all the details behind the scenes. But with that being said, we did hire a really good hire. Dylan McCullough. Okay,
the Chiefs' old running back coach when we first won the Super Bowl,
and he was at Notre Dame. He coached a lot of really good running backs there. He's with the Raiders. And he had two really good sons who played for us. They have since transferred out. But this is an amazing hire. I mean, especially this late February, 18th in the cycle, to get him to come in. I'm telling you, man, if we sit there and go 5-7 next year and Venables leaves, you can't sit there and say, well, Venables doesn't know how to hire coaches. He can get some coaches in.
Well, he can hire people. Yeah.
It's just, I hope this success continues because I really do like Venables. I like his attitude. I like his approach, but it is the SEC. And I mean, it's a coin flip on.
I think we're going to have a big year this year. Now, injuries can change that, but we've returned a lot on defense. We've returned a lot on offense. I think that's the key.
Got rid of Jason Witten coming in. I mean, come on. That's what I'm saying about getting people get hired in. It's just that's just crazy. So
I am excited because they're ready to recruit his son.
Yeah. And here's what's crazy about that is we had a really good shot at him even without Jason because he's a linebacker and that's Venables' area.
Yeah.
So, but with Witten there, I mean, come on.
Yeah, I mean that's almost a shoe-in.
But I am excited to see Witten that's going to be exciting to see big old Witten over there on the dang sideline.
Watch him get all fired up.
7th best tight end in NFL history.
Yeah, he's somewhere in there,
8th. Maybe around 10.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm excited. Exciting times around the OU program and the OSU program. I mean, Oklahoma universities are kind of booming right now. I'm excited. As crazy as this sounds, I'm excited to see what OSU does this year. I really am.
Oh, me too. It's got to be better than one win.
Oh, it's going to be better than one win.
2 wins is better than 1 win. 2 wins is better than 1 win.
Hey, listen, I have not had a season like that as an Oklahoma State fan in years, and I don't ever want to do that again. I don't even remember.
I still think, I know a lot of people are kind of pushed back on me on this, but I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility. They could go 8-4, 9-3. It just, if they could flip the offense around, because listen, don't get mad, John. The Big 12 is the Big 12.
Oh, it just is what it is.
I mean, you got Tech. Utah's okay. They lost their coach. I mean, they have a chance.
Coach retired.
10 wins.
They have now. Calm down. But they still play Oregon, so calm down.
That's one of our losses. It just we might actually score a touchdown this year.
Let's go to that one, John. You want to? Us three? Let's just roll.
I'm in.
I'm wearing my Ducks jersey. I'm just gonna let you know.
It's in Stillwater.
I'll be coaching on some youth sideline on that Saturday.
I'm gonna see if I can't get free tickets.
Let me know. Mosley, I'm gonna let you take the lead here. Tell us about this this restructuring of this contract.
Just pulling the Tom Brady method that Tom Brady did for so many years. You just keep pushing the money down the line. So when he's about 38, 39 years old, this is we were $50-something million over the cap. This just freed up $43 million. They've been doing it every year since he signed that big contract. I think Mahomes knew that they were going to do this every year, that he signed a big contract. I think Travis Kelce's probably going to do this. What's Travis Kelce can't because he's a free agent. But Chris Jones, I'm sure, is going to do this. They're going to make some cuts. But I think from what I've seen, if they do certain moves, they can end up with the third most salary cap room in the NFL this year, going from the second worst to the third most. And this is the biggest of that move that it saves them $43 million. Which, I mean, Mahomes is still getting paid that money. They're just turning it into a signing bonus or roster bonus, stuff like that. But this is what team players, team quarterbacks, guys that care about winning, like Tom Brady did for years, Mahomes is doing. But what you don't see is Dak doing this to be able to keep Micah Parsons and stuff like that.
Wow, John, he went there.
Oh, finally done over that snoozer.
Man. I think the Chiefs make the playoffs next year. I think they bounce back. What's the future on Kelsey?
I think he comes back.
One more year?
I think they signed him to probably going to sign him to a 2-year deal with a team option or player option for that second year. So nothing's guaranteed or whatever. Or it might be a 3-year deal, something like that. But I think they'll re-sign him to a 2-year deal with either a team or player option for that second year and try to let him go one more year. Let's see. Now, I will tell you one thing I do not want them to do that's been thrown around this week. I absolutely do not want them to bring Tyreek Hill back.
Oh,
they need to. Yeah, they do.
Much baggage.
John, Tyreek Hill's knee is more damaged.
I read something where he's going to have another surgery.
Yeah, he's going to have LCL surgery. So, like I was reading the thing, a doctor says that tells him that nerve damage is way worse than they expected, and that he does not expect Tyreek Hill to ever get back to close to his form that he was ever at.
You know, I'm just saying, at the right money, I would take him in Dallas as a third wide receiver.
But is he going to be able to perform like a third wide receiver? That's what I'm saying.
We got Ryan Flournoy. That's what I said. It's got to be for the right price.
He tore everything in that knee.
Yeah, I know. He jacked that up.
Yeah, but there's so much baggage along with that, though. Like,
I don't care.
Man, it's like the whole Rashid Rice thing right now. I don't understand how the Chiefs.
Rashid Rice's lawyers released a statement that says that woman under perjury risk or whatever, she swore in an affidavit and talked that she said that they got in a verbal argument and he never touched her. So he said, we're going to let this legal process play out when we got proof. So I don't know. You never know. It's how I see it, it's a silver suit. Is it upset baby mama trying to get money, blah, blah, blah. I mean, but here's the reality of it. Here's the reality. These guys that we cheer on and, you know, our kids cheer on and stuff like that, like some of them are not good human beings at all. Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. Like, but we get caught up in it like, oh my gosh, like, oh, that's Rashid Rice, or, you know, I'm just John, don't get mad. I'm just gonna say, man, that's George Pickens, just great guys. Oh my God, look what they're doing. But then in reality of it, they're just human beings like us that are just physically gifted. You know, they're human beings just like us that are
where would they be?
Yeah.
He was so mad that you said George Pickens.
Yeah, he got banned.
Got banned. He was livid.
They knew something John was about to say something. Said, "Nope, see ya."
Man.
But yeah,
I'm just saying, if they weren't in the NFL, if they didn't have that talent, where would they be? I mean, there's
some of these guys are a good example, like what he ended up being a good person because the coaches ended up loving him and guiding him. Charles Haley, if he wouldn't have had Jimmy Johnson or Barry Switzer, Charles Haley may end up in prison. I mean, here a good example, one that I always like to think of. He was a monster at Nebraska. Lawrence Phillips ended up being one of the worst human beings you can ever come across. Ended up murdering a guy in prison and stuff. I mean, so that's one thing I'm going to try to teach my kids is like, because my boys they're loving sports.
Aaron Hernandez.
It's like these guys are they're people just like us. Make sure. I mean,
yeah.
If the Chiefs got rid of Rashid Rice, so be it. I mean,
yeah.
If he's there on the team next year, I'll still root for the team. I'm not going to be one of those ones. I mean,
oh yeah, we know a few people like that. Well, yeah, that's it's gonna be fun to see what the Chiefs do and see them bounce back and get football back. So I'm like, I hope the Panthers continue to do this. They don't have to do this. I just want to do the 9-8 next year.
Just keep going. 10-7. Just keep going.
So, and I am excited about their path. See what they do in the draft because Dan Morgan did a really good job in the draft last year. So, okay. Oh, look, Mosby got mad. That's man. You guys are just getting so mad right now, hopping off the stream. I want you guys to discuss this, and mainly, I want you to discuss. Well, first of all, these are 3 of the best athletes in the history of the Olympics. But I want you to really discuss who out of not even this group, all Olympic athletes. Okay, who really is the best athlete, and how would you break it down?
It's hard for me not to say that it's Michael Phelps. It's not that it's not Michael Phelps. Michael Phelps is probably one of the most successful Olympians of all time.
Well, that's what I say. Are we basing off the most success? Because then, Michael Phelps, he did it. But we're
going to do 2 things. We're going to do that. We're going to do who do you think is the best Olympian? But what I'm looking for right now is I'm speaking directly about the actual athlete.
I think that's Simone Biles.
Yeah, no, I mean, hands down, Simone Biles is probably one of the best athletes.
The gymnastics, the physical toll it takes on your body. They can sprain an ankle just like that, and they have to keep going, stuff like that. I mean, yeah, I know swimming takes a toll on your body and stuff, but you ain't spraining an ankle in that pool.
No, I mean, just look at her thighs, look at her calves. I mean, look how small she is, but look how big she is at the same time.
Can roll her ankle in a second, blah, blah, blah. And the feat that she just did in the Olympics, and she may come out in 2028 because she's that dang good. The gymnastics is usually a young woman's game. Usually, and she's in her, mid-20s, high 20s, and she just dominated the field again. I mean.
Yeah. Gymnast is, I mean, they're unbelievable. They are. But what's the event called? And it doesn't get a lot of recognition, but it's the event where they do have to do multiple things. They have to run, they have to
decathlon or whatever.
The decathlon. Yep.
So they don't get the recognition that these guys get because
I love watching that event, but yes.
Because number one,
because it's not that entertaining, I guess, for lack of a better term, maybe.
Because
it is entertaining.
No, I'm just saying that most people are going to look at it as such.
Here's why: because when they go to do the javelin throw, whatever it is, they're not going to
breaking a record.
They're not going to beat the people who are actually doing the javelin throw as their only event, but they're still throwing it far. When they go run, they're not going to go beat Usain Bolt, but they're still really fast. So, it's not like they're not like the top of the top. However, they're good at all of it.
I think sometimes you can hear people say, like when they describe that event, the battle for the best athlete on the planet.
And that's what I'm saying. That's where I'm coming at is the reason I think they don't get the recognition that these do is because number one, they're going for one gold medal. They're going for that event, which is a span of a bunch of events. So it's not like Michael Phelps where you can win could he win 4 or 5 events, gold medals in one Olympics,
7 or 8 or something. Yeah.
Depending on what relay teams he's on and everything. I mean,
those athletes, they're going for one medal.
And sometimes they do multiple events in one day.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm saying is, and here's a good example. I can't even tell you any of the athletes that do it. Can you guys?
Shoot, no.
Caitlyn Jenner.
Stop it.
Way back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, man, you got me all tangled
God
up
dang,
there.
Bruce.
Yeah. Well, Yeah. So anyway, that's who I would say. However, they don't get the recognition. So if we're going to go out like this list right here, it's hard not to pick the gymnast. But dang it, if I would be lying to you if I didn't say I absolutely, out of these three, who do I like watching the best? Probably Usain Bolt. He amazes me how fast and how easy he makes it look.
Oh, he was unbelievable.
It's
now,
just
now out of these three, the one I enjoyed watching the most, is just the events I enjoy watching the most. I'll log in wherever it is, and it's going to be nice in 2028 because it's going to be in our time. I'll download the app so I can watch the prelims, the heats. I try to watch every swimming event there is.
yeah, he loves them swimming events.
Love it.
I'm trying to go, but you guys are messing around. You don't
Let's
want to
go.
get tickets.
John's going to go ahead and buy the tickets for us to go to LA.
Yeah. Well, if they're sponsored by Nike, we need to hit up something. We can go be some reps or something.
Yeah, come on. I'll sit at that pool all day long, hold up a flag.
Oh, it's like that too.
I'll do whatever.
False start, you're out. See you. Why is he DQing all the favorites?
Oh my goodness. Well, yeah, that's always fun. But the Olympics, and you said it before, Mose. I do watch some of the Winter Olympics. It just doesn't hit like the Summer Olympics, man.
I will tell you what's impressive was that monobob the other day with the female women, the 41-year-old that won the solo bobsled or whatever.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, they get going. They get going down there quick.
But yeah, that would be, scary.
How'd Jamaica do?
Stop.
John, stop. We're not talking about.
I watched Cool Runnings. Actually, I lied. I put it on.
I love that movie.
On Sunday. I know you and your brother absolutely love it. I put it on Sunday because I knew I was going to take a nap, and I played it, and I fell asleep with it on. But yeah, very good, very good. So
very good in that movie.
All right,
that'll be another segment we could talk about one time. Is best show or movies to put on when you want to take a nap.
Cool Runnings is up there for me, so very nice. I forget the next one I put on right after it. I took a nice nap. So anyway, we are finally transitioning to some fantasy baseball. And we know a few people here that love fantasy baseball, Mosby and I, and we know a few people here that are relatively successful at fantasy baseball, Mosby and I. So we're excited.
Hold on, Mosby's won something in fantasy baseball?
Wow.
Folks, John's had one. We played it in the league for how long? Been 15, 16. So a lot of years. John's had one winning season since 2010. One winning season since 2010.
Hold on. How many championships do you have? Hold it up.
One winning season. So if you didn't know,
we're not asking you.
John's a Cowboys. John's a Cowboys fan, and I'm
just asking where you reserve the right to talk smack.
In our league, folks, we keep 8 players. And
it even zoomed in.
So then we got first round picks, which is our 9th.
It even zoomed in because it wants to see my championships because it can't see yours.
John traded me 3 first round picks for a guy that wasn't even in the majors yet.
All right, so we're going to do a love and a fade of each position here, and we're all going to give one. If you steal somebody, you better come up with another one because we are going to get a love and a fade for each position. And I want you to tell us kind of why you love this player and why you want to fade a certain player, okay? Who wants to go first? We're going to do catchers first.
I hate them all.
Yeah,
I don't care. My number one catcher should have been the MVP, and that's Cal Raleigh.
Okay, well, so that's your love. You love Cal Raleigh, okay?
Absolutely.
Kind of a cop out there. He took the easy route, but okay.
I love Ivan Herrera.
Yeah. Okay. So tell me why.
Offense. pretty good offensive player. He's going to be, you guys got rid of Donovan. You got rid of a couple players. I think he's going to be one of the guys that's kind of counted on. So I think it's going to get more
Tracy,
opportunities.
stop it. Talking smack.
Okay. John, why do you love Cal Raleigh?
Plays every day behind the plate and just absolutely rakes offense. I mean, he was one of their biggest offensive players in Major League Baseball.
Okay, so I want you to tell me on the Cal Raleigh front, how many home runs do you think he's going to hit this year?
I definitely think it's going to be a drop off. I mean, I think he'll get in the 40s.
Okay. Because the reason I'm saying this is because he had a year that he's not going to be able to replicate at all, in my opinion, because he's never ever hit with that kind of average before, and so his average was elevated last year. They're projecting him here at 232, 42 bombs, 100 RBIs. I do kind of agree with that, but they're going to have to, and we got some flack on this. They're going to have to move him out from behind catcher a little bit.
I think so.
So he is a big dumper, though. I mean, he's impressive.
Yes, he is.
My love, I'm going to take a cop out too. I love William Contreras, and the reason I love William Contreras is because he is a very high floor. That's why I love William Contreras. His ceiling's definitely not as high as Cal Raleigh's, but William Contreras' floor is very, very high. I love that at the catcher position. Will Smith could land underneath that. And you know what? Just to kind of throw this one, well, we'll do our fades first, and then I might throw in some extra little tidbits in there. But who are your fades?
My fade is Cal Raleigh.
I was going to go there too.
Because he is not going to get close to producing the numbers he produced last year. And I don't even see him getting over 40 home runs.
Okay.
And I'm going to go on my ground that Julio Rodriguez is the cog to that engine.
John, who's your fade?
Number 6 on that list right there, Adley Rutschman.
Okay.
Obviously, you've seen a big drop-off on the offensive side of things just this past season. I don't see it. I've never been an Adley Rutschman fan. I know, coming up through the minors, he was, one of the big names and could be the next best thing. But I just think, again, you see a guy that is taking a toll of being behind the plate every day and supposed to be the only, or the big piece that drives that offense. I think that's where you're seeing a big fall off.
Okay. I actually had Adley as I had William Contreras / Adley as one of my loves because he fell off, but he is a really, really.
I'm going to go get my battery charger. So you guys keep going.
Okay. And I think he bounces back. My fade is Salvi Perez. Salvi Perez is my fade. And simply because he is 36 years old. Mm-hmm. That is why I'm fading him. Now, I know they're moving him from behind the plate. They've got Carter Jensen that's starting to play a little back there. He had a pretty good coming out party. But as we know, when you see these guys come out and they start hitting a year before, sometimes it takes them a while to get their footing to really start producing. So I think Salvi's still got to be behind the plate quite a bit. But nothing other than Salvi simply because he's getting old. He's 36. That's the only reason why I'm fading him. 27 projections here, 27 home runs, 90 RBIs. I mean, great. I'd love to have that. But I'm going to fade him simply because of his age. All right. First base, John. Who's your love?
It's hard for me because I'm going to stick with Vlad Guerrero Jr. I think he's one of the best first basemen in baseball. The guy just absolutely he does it all, offense and defense, and obviously is always a big piece of their success. But he's always got his name up there, in the running for MVP as well.
Okay.
Ben, who was your fade at catcher?
Salvi Perez.
That was my second choice. And we're doing first baseman now. Our loves.
First base. John loves Vlad Guerrero Jr. Who's your love, Mosby?
I love Vinny P. Just traded him a fantasy because I like Devers more, but for a breakout year, I like Vinny P. He had some good offensive numbers last year, but they're moving the fences in this year. And, I think his offense production is going to go up even a little bit more.
No pass watch.
Yes, Vinny P was also my love because they're moving the fences in. That's going to be a very huge dynamic that people are kind of overlooking, I think. That's so big for a lot of these Kansas City players. It showed with Junior Caminero last year playing at a little bitty ballpark. Showed with all of the athletics playing at that minor league ballpark. I mean, Nick Kurtz, whenever he actually gets to a big ballpark, he's still going to be great. But it just matters. It matters when the fences come in. It really helps those players. Vinny Pasquantino is going to absolutely he's going to thrive, I think, in the fences being brought in. Now, who are your fades?
Oh, this is tough for me. I hate to say it, but Bryce Harper.
Okay,
a little older. I mean, just the same as yours, Salvi. I mean, he's just getting older. Obviously a little bit of tension there with the front office. Is he going to be 100% in? Does he give his all? We'll see. I mean, but I think Bryce Harper for me.
Okay, who's your fade, Mose?
Mine is Vlad Guerrero Jr. I think he's still going to have a good year, but I think he lost Bo Bichette around him, which was a big piece. There's still some question marks in that lineup. I know they went more pitching this year a little bit heavy, but I think Vlad's still going to have a great year. I just think their offensive overall across the board, including bats, going to be down just a tick, just a little tick.
Vlad Guerrero is another very, very high floor guy. So if you're looking for really breakout numbers, you're not going to get it from Vlad. So that's actually not a terrible pick on the fade, especially for the price if you're doing a redraft of what you'd have to use to get Vlad, whenever you could sit there and just chill and wait to get Pete Alonso later on. By the way, these rankings, guys, are off of our fantasy leagues 9x9. We do a 9x9 big one. So if you're looking here going, wait, why is so-and-so ranked way low on this list, blah, blah, blah. My fade for first base is Yandy Diaz. And again, I'm going to kind of lean on the age. He's 35 years old. He's projected here to hit 21 home runs, which means he could very easily not hit 20. And, he's a low K guy, high on base. I do like the high on base guys, but I'm kind of going to lean on the age again. And they're moving back to their actual ballpark. And, those numbers will go down from what he's done in the past. I almost picked Freddie Freeman here, guys.
Okay.
I almost picked
Freddie was second on my list.
Because of the age. He's 37. Yeah. Father time is undefeated. Okay, second base. Who do you guys love?
It's tough for me because one of my favorites is also one of the oldest. But I'm going to go, and I'm just going to stick with the easy one for me is Ketel Marte.
Okay.
The guy, I mean, again, he's in a very good ballpark, good offense. I mean, the guy is, again, to me, I mean, he's just Mr. Consistent.
Mosby, who do you love?
For second base?
Yep.
I like Matt McLean to have a bounce back year, to be healthy.
Wow.
And I mean, if he stays healthy, I think he can be one of the top second baseman performers of theirs. Now, second base is not that deep.
Terrible. Second base is horrendous.
Oh, it's horrible.
Yeah. Horrendous. My love, which was one of my hates last year, but my love this year is Maikel Garcia. Number one, because of the position scarcity, it's terrible. Number two, He's young, coming into his prime. Number 3, the fences are moving in. The fences are moving in. It's going to be an impact. It's going to make an impact. And that lineup is pretty good. I mean, it's not bad, So he's going to be my love for second base, which is crazy because he was one of my hates last year. And this position is just terrible. Who are your fades?
Marcus Simeon. And again, it's just the same. It's old. He's getting older in his career. I mean, really and truly, and you look at the production that he didn't have last year. He can only go up, but at the same time, could it be worse? I mean, he's getting up there in age. So, I mean, that's tough for me.
Who's your fade, Mose?
Jose Altuve. As you said, Father Time is undefeated, and I think it's going to finally start catching up with Jose.
This shows you how weak the position is. That Jose Altuve is still the number 2 ranked second baseman.
Oh, I know.
In the league.
Absolutely crazy.
My fade, and this is my fade for probably the entire landscape of fantasy baseball, and I cannot stand and never would take this guy as a starter. He could be on my bench, and that's fine. But he would never be a starter. I would never use a keeper on him. It's Luis Ariz. He is a one-trick pony. He gives you a good average. His on base is not even super impressive. Okay, he helps you in strikeout leagues. He only has projected to get 27. He doesn't hit for home runs. He doesn't get RBIs. He doesn't get runs. He doesn't get stolen bases. Why would I put him as a starter in my lineup? I absolutely would not pick him where people pick him to put him on there. I do not care. I do not care. He does nothing for you. I mean, that is a straight backup guy. If he was draftable in the 20th round of our draft, I would probably draft him, put him on my bench, and then plug him in because he's not going to hurt you in Ks, right? He's not going to hurt you in average or hits. So it's one of those things where you're like, okay, I just want my numbers to stay still. I don't want them to fluctuate. Let's put in Luis Ariz. Absolutely my fade. I would not draft him at all. Big advice there. Third base. Who's your love?
This year it's Noelvi Marte. Hitter-friendly park, potential 2020, a big-time 2020 potential player there. And established himself as almost basically an everyday player last year for the first time in his career. So, I mean, finally getting a shot, playing consistently, and I think this year we see him take off.
I'm so happy that you finally didn't pick the number 1 ranked player like you've done the last 3 times. Good Lord. All right, go ahead, Moses.
Hey, can't help it.
Mine is going to be Junior Caminero.
Okay, why?
I think he's he's the next star. I think he's the next big star. I think reminds me a lot of Vlad coming up and, had a year under his belt. I think he's going to be the next breakout guy. And, I mean, he kind of broke out a little bit in, the All-Star, the Home Run Derby, correct? Am I wrong?
Yeah,
I mean, his name got out there. His swing is beautiful and stuff. I think he's the next big international young guy.
He's a beast. And that was going to be mine too as well. 23-year-old coming into his prime. I mean, you're looking at the ages here of these guys, and you're talking about a 34-year-old Machado, 32-year-old Bregman, 34-year-old Jose Ramirez. So, yeah, Junior, but they are going back to the ballpark that he struggled. Well, he didn't struggle, but it's a bigger ballpark. On the road this year, his splits were bad. On the road, he was not great. So we'll see what happens when he comes back to the Tropicana field. But that was going to also be my love, simply because you're kind of looking at the ages here and what could be done. What were your fades?
For me at third base, I got Alex Bregman. It's one of those where, he left Houston, went to Boston, had a decent year, but, going to that ballpark there in Chicago, there's no real offense around him. What's he going to be able to do? That's I would, especially with his age, I wouldn't draft him. I wouldn't trade for him. That's just me.
Who's your fade, Mose?
Max Munchie. He's been kind of on a kind of a decline the last couple of years. Numbers are kind of dipped a little bit, and I think he's in a lineup that they're not going to need to focus so much on his power hitting as they got power hitters left and right now. That I think it might by the end of the year they might lean towards more a guy that's going to be able to get on base and better average and stuff like that.
And
my fade's getting older.
Yeah, my fade is Alec Bohm. Projected to get 14 bombs, 72 RBIs. I mean, it's not doing it for me at the hot corner at third base. So 36 walks, he didn't do much there. So Alec Bohm is my fade at third base. I'm not going to say much more on that. Shortstop, who are your loves?
One of my favorite young players coming into last year was Geraldo Perdomo, and he came out, had a breakout year, and I think he's going to continue to build onto that. I love what he does. I think he got close to 30 stolen bases last year. Can hit for some power. He does quite a bit for that offense all the way around.
Yeah. Mose.
My love is Jeremy Pena, the Houston Astros. Before the injury, I think he was top 15 player in our league rankings. And I think last year he showed what he can be. I mean, he was rookie of the year a couple years ago, I'm pretty sure. I think he is the guy that's going to take over the flagship of the Astros from Jose Altuve. And I think he stays healthy. I think he'll end up being a top 20 fantasy player.
My love is shocker Gunnar Henderson.
That was my second love.
Yeah, 25-year-old. He does kind of reminds me of like a Troy Tulowitzki type numbers. Probably a little bit more stolen bases, but you're going to get 20 stolen bases out of him, but you're also going to get 25, 30 bombs, about 80 RBIs. They bat him lead off a lot. Nice set of runs. And if he gets that lineup, they just added Pete Alonso. They get that lineup going. I mean, it's really going to help him. And I don't know if it was last year or this year, they moved their fences in as well. So, Gunnar Anderson, I mean, 25 years old. It's funny when we talk about some of these players that were like, oh, well, I'm going to pick this. I mean, Gunnar was his third year. Like, they haven't been in there very long, but it seems like they've been there forever. Ellie De La Cruz is 24 years old. I mean, it seems like that dude's been in the league for 8 years. So that was my love. Who are your fades?
Fades for me at shortstop. I hate to say it, but Corey Seager. Again, I think the injury, issues, the age is something that's, it's catching up to him as well. I just think with a lot of the younger guys coming up, I don't see where I would have a place for Corey Seager.
Yeah.
Zach Neto.
Hey.
Just never been a fan of him. And one word, Angels. That's all you need to know. Plays for the Angels.
That's true.
Plays for the Angels.
Stinking Angels. My fade, I could have picked a few here. I'm going to tell you both of mine, but my number one fade is Jacob Wilson for the Athletics. Broke on the scene last year. People were freaking out about him. He's hitting all, hit really good, didn't strike out, but blah, blah, blah. But if you look at his numbers, you're talking about this is projected 138 games, 280 with 12 bombs, 57 RBIs, only 8 stolen bases. A guy that only is really low on those counting stats, better be able to steal bases, in my opinion. Okay, fine, he doesn't strike out, doesn't walk a lot. That's just not – that's in my opinion, you can't put a guy in your roster starting that does numbers like that unless you have no other choice. I mean, you're sitting there talking about, well, I could get Jacob Wilson, but I could just wait and pay and get J.P. Crawford, who put up very similar numbers. That's just where my thinking is, especially for redraft rankings. So, yeah, Jacob Wilson. But my second would be Xavier Edwards. I will call Justin out on this one. He made a mistake not trading him last year. I feel like he got really good trade offers for this dude. It would not budge. You're talking about 7 bombs, 46 RBIs. There's 28 stolen bases. That's awesome. But he does nothing for the counting stats. I mean, he's only projected to get 70 runs, and he steals 28 bases. What are we doing? What are we doing at that point? So that would have been my second fade. All right. Outfield loves.
How many are we giving?
1.
Roman Anthony. Big Roman Anthony fan. I think this year we've seen it there towards the end of last year, starting to hit the ball a little more consistently and hitting it harder, hitting it for power. And I think that guy's only gonna get better, going to take off. A superstar in the making.
Okay, Mosby.
Julio Rodriguez.
A
Second half of the season. If I'm not wrong, he might have been the best player in baseball the second half of the season. And if he can sustain that, and I think you mentioned it before too, Ben, that if he's even 75% the whole year what he was the second half of the season, he's a top 3 player in the baseball. Like it's just he is. John loves Cal Raleigh, thinks Cal Raleigh. No, Julio Rodriguez is the key to the Mariners. There's no conversation.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to stay right on track with you guys since you're picking your own players. I'm going to say Wyatt Langford. Wyatt Langford. Again, we're going to kind of go to the Gunnar Henderson analogy here. 25 years old. Well, Wyatt Langford's been talked about like he's 33 years old. He's only 25. He's in a really good ballpark situation. Okay, their lineup are not chumps. It's a pretty decent lineup. And he's another kind of a high floor type guy. Now, I think his ceiling's definitely not what people were first making it out to be, but he's a high floor guy. Okay, if you're talking about these projections here of only a 246 average, but you're talking about 20 home runs, 71 RBIs, 21 stolen bases, 77 runs for a floor. That's a really good floor, So you can kind of tell how I like to put together a fantasy team. Vlad Jr. is a high floor guy. Gunnar Henderson's kind of a high floor guy. Wyatt Langford's a high floor guy. I want to make sure I get those numbers. So that's why. And plus the price on him right now is definitely not what it was. And listen to this, Mosby. Wyatt Langford in redraft is cheaper than Roman Anthony. And he could very well outperform Anthony. What are your fades?
I hate to say it, and I'm going this way again because of age. It's Christian Yelich. He's been one of my favorites when it comes to fantasy baseball because he's been Mr. Consistent. He was that way for years, but it's just one of those things where, again, Father Time's creeping up. I mean, what else are you going to do?
Yeah. Yep.
PCA.
Oh, thank you.
Crow Armstrong.
He was second on my list.
And I is he even top 20?
This is our leagues. This is our league.
TJ Felby's higher than him. Jackson Merrill, Kyle Stars. Pete Crow Armstrong, Justin Stonebarger, Mr. Unathletic, John's brother, can eat the crow all freaking year because I think Pete Crow Armstrong is going to be what he was the second half of the year. And like I'm going to use the word, Ben says high ceiling or high floor. He doesn't have a high floor. He has a very low floor. And I think you're going to see more and more of that.
Yeah, I love it. I love that answer. My feelings on PCA. I could have went another position. I could have went a couple positions here, a couple ways. I really wanted to take Jarren Duran because they're talking about platooning him. He's falling off a cliff, but I'm not because I'm going to go Yordan Alvarez because the man cannot stay healthy. He just can't. I'm done trying to believe in him. I've stopped trying to trade for him for 3 years. I just will not do it. I can't do it. He's an incredible hitter. He could be one of the best hitters in baseball. If he would play 162 or even 150, He won't do it. He gets hurt all the time. Yordan Alvarez is my fade. I would not touch him especially in redraft, where you're going to have to draft him. I would not touch Yordan Alvarez. So that's me. All right, we're down to the pitchers. We're going to do starting pitchers, your love.
Garrett Crochet. Dude, it's a strikeout machine. I mean, just absolutely. I mean, throws gas, but I mean, ace of the staff there in Boston. Young guy. I mean, what's he, 26, 27 years old? Dude's a stud.
All right, Mosby.
Yamamoto. Mr. Yamamoto.
That's your love?
That's my love. He has been consistent. He is dominant. You saw what he did in the World Series. Like, the dude is just – he is what they're hoping Roki turns into. If Roki turns into what Yamamoto is, oh my Lord, the Dodgers are just set. But I think he is going to make a run for the Cy Young this year. I'm pretty sure, was he a sub-2 ERA last year, but didn't win it, or was he just barely over 2 ERA last year because Paul Skeens won it and stuff?
2.8, I think.
I mean, I think he's.
Yeah.
And he's going to be able to pitch with something that Skeens and Crochet aren't going to be able to pitch. He's not going to have to pitch with the stress of keeping runs off the board. So I think he's going to be able to pitch more freely and be more relaxed, and I think you'll see better performances.
Well, they also have a 28-man rotation too, so he'll have to pitch every 3 weeks. So, I'm just waiting on Garrett Crochet to have Tommy John because it's coming. But I would say, my love is, I'm going to stick right here on the Mosby doesn't have Yamamoto, but I'm going to say Brian Wu. Brian Wu, he finally proved that he could stay healthy, number one. He could never stay healthy until last year he stayed healthy, okay? He's 26 years old, but here's why I love Brian Wu. He's not even a master strikeout guy. I think he had a 9.55 Ks per nine, if I remember correctly. I don't have it pulled up here. But he does not walk people. He was like what Clayton Kershaw used to be. He does not walk people. You have to get hits off the man. And 9.55 Ks per nine is pretty stinking good. Plus, his whip was a .93. I love my starting pitchers when they have a sub-1 whip. That is a big, big green flag for me. That's when I know, okay, I'm going to really look into this. So, and that's why, for example, Garrett Crochet is a 105. That's not bad. Yamamoto's a 104. That's not bad. It's the guys that like Robbie Rays back in the day that would have like a 1.21, but he would strike out at a 12.2 Ks per nine rate. I'm like, okay, that's fine. He strikes out, but he's given up. He's either walking or giving up a ton of hits because he has a 1.2 whip. I'd like to venture away from those guys. So Brian Wu is my guy. However, his price is a little high now because he had such a good year. So it is getting to that range in redraft where I'm like, I don't know if I want to take him there. I might wait till a Joe Ryan down there at 16. But Brian Wu, I love his peripherals. I love what he does. His strikeout rate was, I think, second best to Skubal, right behind Skubal on the swing and strike rate. So anyway, Brian Wu. Who are your fades?
Dylan Cease, Mr. Non-consistent.
He's a Robbie Ray.
The dude could go out and have 4 straight starts of just absolute stardom and then come out with 8 straight starts of just straight Lance Lynn, 5 ERA, giving up the bomb every couple pitches, and it just wears me out. The guy has had all the potential in the world and just I wouldn't say hadn't put it together. He's had a decent career, but he's not what everybody built him up to be.
Yeah.
My fade is Jacob Mazuraki.
Hey, Mizorowski. Yeah.
Mazuraki.
Yeah.
Mizorowski.
Yeah.
He's going to be in for a full year. I see a little bit of fatigue. He ain't been in the majors for a full year, but it's going to be second time around. Hitters are going to have film on him. They're going to have tape on him. They're going to have studies on him. He's a overpowering pitcher, but until I think he's going to be good. I just think you're going to see a down year from him this year.
You remember when Corbin Burns first came out? He had a really good start. The next year he struggled a little bit. Then he found it, became a stud ace.
I think that's what's going to happen with Jacob.
Same program and everything.
Yes.
Same team. So very well could. My fade is Yamamoto. Pitched a lot of innings in the playoffs. Really showed out in the playoffs. However, as far as in the regular season, he had a good year last year, but the years before that, he didn't stay fully healthy. Plus, it wasn't what they were really expecting. However, he is on the Dodgers, and that's another negative why I have him on the fade list, because they have 6, 7, 8-man rotation. So it's nothing for them to sit there and go, ooh, he has a little bit of arm fatigue. Let's go throw him on the IL because we got plenty of pitchers to cover. So they're a lot more free with how they use their starting pitchers, which scares me away a little bit. Kind of like Glass now. Makes me a little nervous on Glass now. Roki, can't even tell you what's going to happen with that dude. That was just, listen, I tried to trade for that first pick last year with Justin, and he would not do it. And congratulations for Roki Suzuki. So, all right, last position, your love at relief pitcher.
That's a tough one for me. I am a big Mason Miller fan. I don't care if they're talking about potentially turning him into a starting pitcher. I just don't see that happening. The dude is lights out on the back end of the bullpen, and if you want any to be successful at all, you have to have that guy. And to me, that's him.
Yeah. Mose.
Mr. Suarez with the Braves.
Hey.
I think the Braves are going to have a bounce back year. I think I saw a thing the other day. I almost sent it to you guys in post. Some projections are the Braves that have the second most wins in the majors. So I think he's going to get a lot of save opportunities. I think he's pretty much a hitter's friendly park. I mean, I think he's a little change of scenery. I mean, and here's another thing. He's not pitching against the freaking some of these lineups like he was pitching in the NOS. So,
yeah, I do have to put a disclaimer here. We play in a saves and holds league, so Mason Miller is would have been my choice as well, simply because his high Ks per 9 and holds and saves are the same. But just because I'm going to be different, I'm going to say Edwin Diaz. Again, kind of a high floor guy. I don't necessarily like that he's going to the Dodgers. I know that sounds weird. Like you should be thinking, oh man, that's great. He's going to get a ton of saves. That's not how the Dodgers use their pitchers. He's still going to get his 30 saves, but I'm going to play it safe. I'll say Edwin Diaz since he took Mason Miller from me, and we'll just leave it at that. And last but not least, your fade at relief pitcher. Go.
Josh Hader. I can't stay healthy. And
big old out next to him right now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's one of those things where when he's healthy, he's one of the best pitchers, on the back end of a bullpen. But again, playing for the Dodgers, in who knows when he's going to, be ready for the season, and how many
he's on Houston's, ain't he? He's on Astros now, ain't he?
Did he go back to Houston? I thought he was still with the Dodgers.
I don't think he's with LA. I think he's with Houston.
But
Houston, yes.
I don't know what I was thinking, but anyway, still, yeah. I mean, how many high pressure outings is he going to have? Coming back from his injury with his biceps, and who knows if he's ever going to be able to, be back to what he was.
Yeah. Mose knows.
My fade is the teammate of the guy that I love, in Rafael Iglesias. Yeah. He has a big handcuff now with Suarez, and if Iglesias, if he's even named the closer, will have a very, very short leash.
Yeah. My fade, and this was the easiest decision I've had in all of these. But the second easiest because Luis Arise is definitely my easiest. Ryan Helsley. I would not touch him if you gave him to me in the last round. I would not even take a chance on Ryan Helsley because I saw the writing on the wall with the Cardinals leading up to us trading him, and he was bad for the Mets. I mean, he was so bad.
Horrible.
I think he went to the Orioles. Is that correct?
Yes.
That's where he went.
I believe so.
I'm not touching Ryan Helsley. I will not do it. And in a redraft, it's going to be hard for me to pay up the price it's going to take to get Aroldis Chapman because that was an extraordinary year he had last year. But that was kind of an outlier. I mean, that was a crazy good year. And you're going to have to pay up to get him. And he's 38 years old. So anyway, look at us talking about some fantasy baseball, guys. How fun was that?
I love it.
Man, I love fantasy baseball so much. All right, we're going to move on to this next topic, and this is going to be fun. It's going to make for some really good videos here. Okay. Pedro Martinez or Randy Johnson, and you can evaluate however you want. I want you to tell me which one are you picking? Who do you think is better?
Pedro.
I'm going to take Mr. Longevity himself, the big unit.
Go.
So John just said the key word is why you could say longevity, Randy Johnson. But when I'm talking about a one-game situation, most dominant, maybe the most dominant pitcher we've ever seen, I'm taking Pedro Martinez.
Listen, I hate to argue this because I'm a big Pedro fan, but you're talking the guy with the second most strikeouts of all time. Talk about dominant, throwing 100 miles an hour. I mean, absolutely through gas. I mean, like I said, Mr. Consistency. I mean, just durability. The guy was healthy. The guy was there, ready, available, and just one of the most dominant pitchers of that era. I mean, he won 4 Cy Young awards in a row. If I remember right, the guy was an absolute
close. He won one, then got second, and then won one, and then won one. That's Pedro. Randy went. I'll look it up. Keep going.
I'm just saying. I mean, the guy was Mr. Consistency. The guy and I thought so. He won 4 in a row there with Arizona. The guy was an absolute machine, and you had probably one of the best 1-2 punches with him and Chilling there in that time, and you knew what you were getting every time they towed the rubber. I mean, what he had over almost 5,000 strikeouts in his career. I'm taking that guy all day long.
4,875 to be exact. Okay, so let's break it down like this. I'm going to break down Randy Johnson's 162 game averages, okay, because I like to go off that on Baseball Reference.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it like this. 17-9 would be his record, okay? 5.8 WAR in a 162 game average. 230 innings, so he pitched so many innings. 271 strikeouts a year with a 1.17 WHIP and a 3.29 ERA. Okay. Now his Ks per 9 were a 10.6. But to his credit, the biggest thing that he did, he started 603 ball games, 100 complete games, 37 shutouts, and won 5 Cy Young awards. Okay. Just incredible. And played for so many teams and was successful all the way through, basically. Okay.
He was almost 45 or 46, something like that?
45 years old when he played for the Giants in 2009. Now, Pedro, okay, and I could actually be sharing this. Let me go up here and share this graphic here so you can see it. Pedro, his 162 was a 6.6 WAR. Now, remember Randy's was a 5.8. So if we're going off a WAR per 162, Pedro edges Randy. Okay, 17-8. You're talking about 217 innings. You're talking about 242 strikeouts, a 2.93 ERA with a 1.04 WHIP, 3 Cy Young awards. Okay. So if you're talking about 162 averages, you know, Pedro has him in ERA, Pedro has him in WHIP, Pedro has him in WAR. Okay. Where Randy gets Pedro is the longevity, the strikeouts. He was a lot big, higher strikeout guy. But look at these walks. Here's what I want to show you something. 58 walks per 162 for Pedro Martinez, 83 for Randy. 18 home runs given up per 162, 23 for Randy. This is a tough one, guys.
From 1997 to 2003, Pedro's highest ERA he had in the season was 2.89. Multiple times under a 2 ERA. Pitching in the AL, pitching at Fenway Park, pitching in a time when the Yankees were winning everything. Just dominant, the most dominant guy at that time.
Look at this 2000 season, 0.73 WHIP.
The lowest ERA that Randy Johnson's ever had is a 2.32. I mean, Randy's great. Don't get me wrong. When him in Arizona with him and Kurt Schilling, he pitched better at his older age than Pedro did. But I'm talking when you take their prime for about a 5 or 6 year period, their dominance, Pedro is it. There's only one other pitcher I think you can make an argument against Pedro, and that's Roger Clemens.
What do you think, John?
Like you said, it's a tough one to argue. I mean, because it's almost one of those deals where you could pick either one and make an argument to be right. Because they were two of the most dominant pitchers of their time. Like I said, it's one of those things where I love Pedro. The fact that every time, every 5 starts, you were getting a dog out there on the mound. The guy wanted the ball, and I'll be danged if you go out there and try and take it from him. Please try. I'd like to see it.
Who are you picking, Ben? Who are you picking, Ben, in a Game 7?
I loved whenever growing up watching these both of them pitch. I can't say that for every pitcher. These two would get on the mound, they would pitch. This is also when I started my fantasy baseball career. When I really started, I started in 5th grade because I was a nerd. But it was what I found out quickly in this time span, which would have been about 1999 is whenever I would have no. Excuse me. Been about 10 years old. So about 97, 11, yeah. About 1997 is whenever I started my fantasy baseball career. Okay. I found out quickly that you had to have one of these two guys to win the league. Okay. Because we used to do points league. Mm-hmm. These two guys would almost absolutely get you there because they were so dominant. Kevin Brown was actually the other guy. Remember Kevin Brown?
Kevin Brown with the Dodgers.
Yeah. He was the third guy that you kind of had to have. But what you're really picking out of here with Pedro and Randy, you're picking out of, do you want the peak of the peak years dominance of Pedro Martinez? Because that span of 5 to 6 years there arguably is the best span of pitching in the history of baseball, you could argue. Okay. Or do you want the longevity of what Randy did with his numbers when he spanned numerous decades of different times being very, very successful? Which one do you want? Game 7, if you got to tell me I got to pick from any point in their career, is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
I'm taking Pedro Martinez.
That's the answer. Like you just said, those 5-6 year period, I don't know if there's any pitcher in the history of time as dominant as Pedro Martinez.
Now, here's something that I would argue for Randy. If you told me I knew what they were going to do, and you told me which pitcher do you want to start a franchise, well, I'm going to take Randy because if I got to keep him every single year, I mean, you're getting the dude for 22 years of above average pitching. I mean, think about this right here. I'm going to share this. If you look at his early years here, okay, with Seattle, you're talking about it wasn't as dominant, but you're still talking about
Kenny.
3.65 ERA with a 1.33 WHIP, not great WHIP. 3.98 ERA, 3.77 ERA. This is when he's starting to try to find his footing. 3.24 ERA, 3.19, and then he had the 2.48. So if you're telling me, you're going to have to deal with Randy with the high strikeouts, with a upper threes ERA, but what you're going to get after about 10, 12 years, you're going to get numbers that are just ridiculous in the middle twos with high 372 strikeout seasons. That's when I would take Randy Johnson. But if you're telling me one game you got to pick win, I'm taking Pedro. I mean, the dude was just – you remember the All-Star game when I forget the 3 batters he faced? He struck every single one of them out.
Was it struck out 4 of the first 5 or something?
Just the best.
Or 5 of the first
6. Who did each pitcher start their career with?
Well, it was the Expos.
The Expos, both of them.
No, yeah. Dodgers for Pedro.
Yeah, you're right.
2 seasons with the Dodgers for old Pedro, and then he went to Montreal.
Yeah, he went to Montreal later. Yeah, but it was Montreal for
Randy. How many good players did Montreal have in their career?
You gotta watch that documentary. There's a documentary out that you need to watch.
It's on Netflix, ain't it? Who killed them Expos?
Yeah, it's really good. It's very informative. So,
hey Mosby, Kenny has it right. He said he's taking the show Game 7 closer over anybody and any time.
Yeah. If I'm facing Ponca City and OK Kids.
OK Kids state tournament, yeah. when they were teeing off on everybody else.
He came out, brought in that 48-mile-an-hour fastball, and they're like, what the?
Couldn't touch it, baby. Couldn't touch it.
All right. Well, that brings us to the last thing we're going to do today. And I am so excited about this.
Man.
Yeah. I'm actually going to duplicate this real quick because I need to pull this graphic over. So I didn't neglected to do this earlier, but I'm gonna pull this graphic over real quick. Let's see here. Let it pop up. Save in here. There we go. Here we go. Let's pull this over. Oh yeah. Guess that song. Let's put a nice little background here to it. Let's give it this little shiny one here. Now I like that one right there. Okay. Guess that song. Here's how we're going to play. Okay. I've got a nice little score sheet up here. Let me show you, John. Mose Nose and Stoney, we got a scoreboard. Okay. We have 8 songs that I'm going to read the lyrics.
How many of them are country?
I'm going to read the lyrics to these songs, okay? And as soon as you know it, I want you to guess the song, okay? Understand?
Oh, yeah.
So it's not a back and forth. It's a
whoever gets it first, yes.
Okay, and you guess the song, okay? Then, if you can guess, the song will get you 2 points. If you can guess who sings it, you get 1 point. Then, if you can guess, don't be cheating either. If you can guess what year the song was.
How the heck are we going to cheat?
Released.
Oh,
you got a computer right there.
I was about to say, Mr. Google himself.
I'm holding my hands up like this, John. You can see.
You've got a computer right there, John. I'm telling you.
Yeah, John's got a damn computer.
Oh, heck, I got to lean forward, and I am not that good at typing.
Okay, so it had to be funny if we sit there and we hear click, 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 click. Okay, John, it's not obvious. All right. The name of the song will get you 2 points. You have to get the exact name of the song too. Don't be.
Okay.
And then who sings it is 1 point. And then what year? Okay. And if you, and the year.
Not making no buzzer sound.
And the year, you wait to guess the year. Because what I'm going to do is after you guess the song and the artist, I'm going to say now, I'm going to have each one of you guess. I will get you to guess. It won't be a fast thing. It'll be like, what year do you think it was? And you take a guess, and then Mosby will take a guess. Make sense?
Got it.
Okay. All right. Are you ready? I'm so excited about this.
Ready.
I am just thrilled. Let me pull this up here. I've got a let's see here. Okay. All right. The first song. Here we go. Remember this, you're just guessing it. Just blurt it out. Buddy, you're an old man, poor man, pleading with your eyes, gonna make you some peace someday. You got mud on your face, big disgrace.
Queen
We
is
will rock you.
We will rock you.
Okay, so John got the song. Very good. Mo's got the artist. So we'll give John 2 points. Mo's 1. Now, what year was that?
1977.
Song? Okay, John, what's your guess?
79.
Don't know how he does it, but Mosby gets a point.
I know my queen, baby.
It was 1977.
Because I am one that thinks Freddie Mercury is the greatest singer.
Oh, he's good.
He's fantastic.
That on this earth. Yes.
All right. So, and let me show you this here. Let me show you that. There you go. We Will Rock You by Queen. Okay. All right. Back to this. Okay. You ready? This is so fun to me. Okay. And disclaimer to everybody who's watching this. I should have said this. This could go so many different ways because Mosby doesn't even really listen to music. And John he's about this limited. So
I don't even have a radio on my. I don't even have a radio on my truck. Yes.
I know country music.
Okay. Here we go. Out in the country, past the city limits.
Boot, scoot, and boogie. Brooks and Dunn.
Okay, John comes in strong there. So 2 points. 1. Okay, now what year was this made?
90.
You guys can have the same.
93.
1991.
Yeah, start right in there.
Because I know Brooks and Dunn's was late 80s, early 90s.
It was definitely early 90s.
Mosby gets a point. 1991.
Yeah.
It is 5-3.
Please tell me there's no more country. This fool answered that quick.
Boot, Scoot, and Boogie by Brooks and Dunn.
I told you.
Okay. All right. Number 3. Little Precious has a natural obsession for temptation, but he just can't see. She gives him loving that his body can't handle, but all he can say is, "Baby, it's good to me."
Is it Diana?
One day he goes and takes a glimpse in the mirror, but he doesn't recognize his own face.
So
His health,
any idea?
His health,
and it's. I'm like trying to find a tune here. I'm trying to find the rhythm. I can't do it.
Is anybody TikTok? His health is fading, and he doesn't know why. 3 letters took him to his final resting place. Y'all don't hear me. Don't go chasing.
TLC. Don't go chasing waterfalls. 1994.
Yes, I'm going to give it to you because the song's actually called Waterfalls. So you said Waterfalls. TLC. Okay, so Mosby 2 there. He gets 1 there. Okay, now Waterfalls by TLC. What year was it made?
1994. That was their big breakout year. Because Left Eye made the movie Set It Off not too long after that with Queen Latifah.
I was just going to 95. I have no idea.
So only reason I know this in second grade was whenever it was really, really popping.
I remember my mom and sister playing this song all the time.
No, wait, sorry, third grade. It was third grade because me
all the
my
time.
girlfriend back then, LL, we would wait to listen, then we'd get on the phone, and do that stupid thing. What'd you say, Mosey? What was the year?
1994.
What'd you say, John?
95.
It was 1994. Mosby gets another point. Mosby is up 7 to
on the
5.
year.
Reverse like that. Reverse like that.
Okay. Let's look at it here. Let's look at it. There you go. There it is. TLC Waterfalls, 1994. All right.
And also they got Scrubs.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Mosby's up 7 to 5, and Mosby doesn't even have a radio.
But if it's a damn country song, John's going to flip that right away, and it's going to be.
You need to have Tracy on here, man. She'll be roasting the crap out of you. Okay, all right, you ready? Here's number 4. Once I rose above the noise and confusion, just to get a glimpse beyond this illusion, I was soaring ever higher. But I flew too high. Though my eyes could see, I still was a blind man. Though my mind could think, I still was a madman. I hear the voices when I'm dreaming. I can hear them say,
Pink Floyd?
nope.
I feel like an idiot right now.
Eagles?
Nope. Kenny said he knows this one.
Another hint?
I give you 10 more seconds to take guesses. I'm gonna have Kenny guess it.
John, I have no idea, bro.
God, yeah, I'm drawing a blank.
Kenny, go ahead and guess. See if you know it. Once I rose above the noise and confusion, just to get a glimpse beyond this illusion, I was soaring ever higher. What is it? But I flew too high.
So, my goodness, I want to say Journey. I'm sitting here. I'm.
Da na 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 na. Na 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 na. Lay your weary head to
Carry on, Wayward Son.
Carry on, Wayward Son. There you go.
Kansas.
Yeah, I can't give you either one, but I'll let you guess the year. The year.
86.
John, that's too early. 19.
Is it though?
1970.
I don't know.
1976.
You said early.
Earlier. I mean, too close to us. Earlier.
1976 is the
76, 86.
1970. So Mosby gets a point. Carry on, my wayward son. Look at that. So Mosby gets a point.
Did Kenny guess it?
Oh no, he was off. He says
no, he didn't know that.
What he said. What did he think it was?
He didn't put anything.
He didn't guess. Yeah, he didn't guess. Yo, Mo's cheating. LOL.
Yeah, he is.
And he's calling out Mosby. Okay. All right, here you go. Number 5. You ready?
I gotta show my hands because John thinks I cheat on everything.
Bro, this bro don't know what year every song came out. He don't even know who the hell sings it.
Kansas, baby.
I already said that.
We just saw it, baby. Kansas.
Moses
I said that beforehand.
All right, here we go.
I guess the song. You guess the band.
All right, here we go. When your feeling ain't the same and your body don't want to, but gotta let it go because the party
R.
ain't
Kelly.
jumping like it used to.
R. Kelly.
Even though this might bruise you.
I don't know nothing about no party and bruising. That sounds like a bad night for her.
Well, I was thinking R. Kelly when he's talking my, but he's like, my body's telling me no, or my mind's telling me no, but my body's telling me so. What's the lyrics again?
When your feeling ain't the same and your body don't want to, but gotta let it go because the party ain't jumping like it used to. Even though this might bruise you.
John, you have any idea?
Hell no.
I have earthly no idea.
You guys are killing me.
Kenny got a guess?
Oh, he has no idea.
He ain't know this one at all.
What is it?
You guys are done? You ain't gonna get it?
Ricky Martin?
No.
Lou Bega, Mambo number 5.
NSYNC, Backstreet Boys.
Gotta let it go because the party ain't jumping like it used to. See, I'm gonna get the tune here.
I was about to say,
even though this might bruise you, let it.
Usher.
Gotta let it
burn.
Yeah, let it burn.
Burn by Usher. Neither one of you. Now, you guys could get the year on this one. Think real hard.
Let's go 02.
03.
Neither one of you got it. It was 04. 04.
My senior year.
04.
Wow, John.
That was a long time ago.
You couldn't guess that one, John? Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. 8-5. And Mosby missed one. Looky there.
Oh, he had to play it off. He's got it sitting there. It's okay.
Yeah. No, okay.
Okay. Number 6. Third to last one. This is going to be a fun one. Okay. Are you ready? Snap back to reality.
Eminem. I said it first.
Okay.
Did you though?
Yes, I did.
What's it called?
My goodness.
There goes gravity. There goes rabbit. He choked. He's so mad. But he won't give up that easy. No.
In the moment.
Yep.
He won't have it. He knows his whole back's to the ropes. It don't matter. He's dope. He knows that, but he's broke. He's so stagnant. He knows when he goes back to his mobile home, that's when it's back to the lab and this whole
lose yourself.
There it is. Okay. All right. So Mo's got the rapper. I'll give you that song, 9-7. Now think about this one. You guys could get this year too.
Because it's the same year as the movie. I think it's 2002.
Is it 2002?
I think it is.
Like he's probably right. I'm just gonna go 01.
All right, you're on 01, and Mosby is going what?
2002.
All right, let's look here. Let's look. 2002.
See. There ain't no reason. There ain't no way he knows that crap.
I'm an Eminem fan, John. Sorry.
All right, 1 point for Mose. 10-7. Mosby is just, man, okay. All right, here we go. Number 7, second to last one. John, you still have an opportunity to come back here. Okay. He missed on purpose, Kitty said.
Oh, he did.
Okay, here we go. This is going to be great. All right. kissy face, sit to your phone, but I'm trying to kiss your lips for real. Uh-huh.
Taylor Swift.
Red hearts. That's what I'm on. Yeah. Come give me something I can feel.
Katy Perry.
Oh. Don't you want me like I want you, baby?
Don't you want me? I know. Oh my God, it's in my head. Oh my gosh.
Don't you need me like I need you now? Sleep tomorrow, but tonight go crazy.
I know the freaking song, but
all
I can't
you
think
gotta
of it.
do
Oh my gosh.
is just meet me at the
Petit.
I'll give it to you. I'll give
Yes.
it to you.
Yes. Love that song.
I don't even know what the flip you're talking about.
Tiana and Rosen listen to that song all the time. I'm not gonna lie, it is a banger, John. It is a banger. APT. Yes.
Okay, now here's the trick. Who sings it?
Don't ask me. I have no idea. And I'm gonna go ahead and tell you because this song came out freaking not last year, 2024. I already know it. Freaking been on my damn playlist.
I don't even know what the hell it is.
No, I'm telling you, you'll have to listen to it. It's a good song. It's been on my playlist for over a damn year.
You want to take a guess who sings it?
I don't even know anybody.
No, John, I'm going to give it to you. Get your point. Say 2024 too.
I can't guess nothing on this one. I don't know
what year.
Just say 2024, John. That's the year.
2024.
2024 by Rose and Bruno Mars.
Who is that?
And
John, it's a good song.
So you get a point for getting the year.
It's a good song.
Now, Mosby's already locked it up, but we're got to do one more song here, okay? John, you have a good chance to get this one, okay? You ready? Last one. Here we go. Don't wanna be a fool for you. Just another player in your game for two.
Don't be a fool for you. That's like Britney Spears, ain't it?
Nope. You may hate me.
Oh, hold on.
But it ain't no lie. Baby.
Bye. NSYNC, baby. Bye.
Yeah,
Bye.
NSYNC.
Mosby.
Oh!
That was,
boom!
Yeah. Oh, what
See ya.
the hell? I'm thinking of goodness gracious, Britney Spears song I had in my head.
Yeah, what the hell are you talking about?
Hold on, no. For some reason I had that damn. Was it
Hit Me Baby One More Time?
No.
Hit Me Baby One More Time. Yeah.
I'm none.
Like Brittany put out some good things back in the day.
But you still got one thing to do.
20 or
guess the year.
2001.
2000.
2000 is the answer. Jahan gets another point.
But
Congratulations.
Hey, just like that song, John. Bye.
Man, listen.
Bro, you had one country song in there. That's all I was going to know.
I don't know if we have no radio Mosby here, so calm down.
Hey, pull up the music, the Pata, for John to listen to it.
We'll have to do it off Wicked I don't know if we're going to find a game that John's going to win because I thought this one would be it.
I mean, the Super Bowl quarterbacks we named and
music in there. I don't even know.
I mean, listen, even though I did give Mosby the years before we started, he still would have at least tied John. So, I mean, that's what.
I already knew. I ain't dumb. I done said there ain't no way this fool knows what year they come out in. He didn't even know who the hell sung them.
I knew the year of the Al Pati one. But yes, he did give me the years before. So, but you take that away, it's still a tie. Damn guessing the damn musician in the damn song.
Mosby said,
texted him today.
You should give me the answers to this game. And so I said, no, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to give you the year. You have to actually guess the others. Oh my gosh. Well, congratulations to Jacob Mosby, 16 to 9.
He get a participation award.
Congratulations.
No, I guess
It was
more
given to
artists.
him.
I guess more artists and more songs than you. So sorry.
You were given a third of the answers, and I still
No,
tied you.
I was not given the artists. I was not given the songs. and
That's why I said a
more-
third.
You
ding dong,
guessed one song and one artist, and that was the only damn
and
country
still
song
tied
that was
you.
on there.
And still tied you.
Yeah. Well, I absolutely enjoyed that game. That made me so happy. I can't wait to go rewatch it. But it was hey, it took him like 4 before he said something. It was like four guesses in. He finally said, "There's no way he knows all the years." You said, no, John, Kansas was 77. Come on.
Too
Or
early,
whatever
man.
it was.
You guessed too late, John. You have all.
Yeah, I'm like, too early. You just said too early, and then went 10 years earlier.
And then what's really funny is Kenny absolutely nailed it when he said, he missed that one on purpose.
I did.
That's what I said. I said, oh, that's right. He did. He definitely did that.
Oh, man. We've talked about this for a while when we do these things about me just having the answers, so you just have no damn shit.
Ever since he legitimately cheated with his coworkers that time about those dang inventions.
No, we did not cheat.
100%.
It just randomly
100.
that I had exact same
Oh,
conversation.
it's crazy. He just does this. He has the same exact conversation and then requests to do it on the podcast.
I didn't request to do it. Ben's the one that brought that up. There is no way that
Get out of here. You can't even begin to even sell me on that nonsense.
No, John, I put that on my mother's soul.
Stop it.
My mother.
Stop it.
I had no idea Ben was going to bring up the invention thing, and I had that exact same conversation with my boss and other employees that same day.
Nope.
You believe it, John?
No, I'm not buying it.
Man, he's never going to play a game with us again. He's going to think we're cheating.
Oh, I already know he cheats. Google it up.
Now, he didn't cheat on the
Super
quarterback
Bowl quarterbacks.
last week. My Lord.
We didn't do nothing last week.
No, the week before when we were picking the quarterback.
You never showed up, but yeah.
John's a part-timer, folks. Doesn't want to do it.
Please, mister. I stubbed my toe. We'll reschedule.
With that being said, you guys have any final thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, big thought. I think we'll talk about it later on, but it's been a busy week. I put a lot of emotion, a lot of energy into my 7-year-old's wrestling this last week for regionals. He's had a hell of a year and then came up short. He came up short, and I think it hurt me almost as much as it hurt him, maybe more. But then, I found myself in a moment, and my wife caught great pictures of it, and don't know why she decided to take a picture of it. But, in the world of toughness where we need to create our boys to be men, which is our job to do, and I 100% agree with, in this moment, I found myself like, I need to be soft for him. I need to be something that he lands on as soft instead of being a hard rock. I need to be something soft for him because he's battled his butt. We've chased week after week, tournament after tournament, bracket after bracket. He's wrestled 60 matches this year. That's a lot for a 6-7-year-old. For a 6-year kid, 60 matches. It's not because I pushed him. It's because he loves it. He's wanted to do it. This week, he's not going to state, but you know what? He didn't miss a day of practice. He wanted to come to practice. He wanted to help his teammates get better. So it was a lot of energy that I put into it, his mom put into it, his coaches put into it, and just to see his heart broke and the disappointment in himself that he did in that moment of time, I need to be a soft landing spot for him. And it was a lesson for me to learn right there in my own moment. And I think a lesson that a lot of parents can learn is at certain times we need to be a soft landing spot for our kids. We need to be hard on them, but we need to be that soft landing spot more than not than we realize.
Yeah, that's a tough one to follow. It's one of those things where my kids are a little bit older. I've got one that'll be 20 this year, and my daughter, she'll be 18. Got a stepdaughter, freshman. She's cheering. So, it's one of those things where, having kids that's grown up and played sports and traveled. Daughter played college softball. I came into their lives a little later, but it's been an absolute joy being a part of all of it. But the one thing that, like Mosby was saying, we want to build these tough men and push them hard. And the one thing that we can't forget is that they are kids at the end of the day. No matter how old they are kids. But the one thing that I get so much joy out of, like this year, and I've been able to take a step back because I don't have anybody playing other than, my daughters are out cheering, one's at wrestling and then the other's doing basketball. But sitting back and watching my nephew play high school basketball as a junior, the kid has always had an uphill battle and everything. Not necessarily saying he's not an athlete, because the kid has grown into a phenomenal athlete. He's an even better student and a better kid. Probably one of the most respected kids, of his age. But seeing the growth that he's had just in this basketball season. He started the last 3 games and just hustles. The kid doesn't quit. The kid has an engine that goes for days. Just sitting back and watching, I've been able to enjoy, because I other than it being my nephew, I don't have a dog in the fight. But just seeing how silent a kid like him stays, but continues to fight, and he doesn't speak about it. He lets his performance speak for himself, and it's a humbling experience, for myself. Like Mosby says, it's one of those things where we have to be. We got to be tough, whether it's your kid or your nephew. Like myself, I'm very supportive of him, but you have to be that guy or that person that can pick them up and continue to just, build confidence within themselves, help build confidence within themselves. And that's things that we forget. Something that I've learned about myself just this year. So guys, don't forget, they are still kids at the end of the day. Keep the main thing. Be there for support. Let them have fun.
Don't you want me like I want you, baby? Don't you need me like I need you now? Sleep tomorrow, but tonight go crazy. All you gotta do is just meet me at the